Seb, we'd like to thank you very much for coming down to Rochedale this evening to coach the boys. Obviously, you're a professional footballer. We have a lot of young kids here and they look up to people like yourself, but probably just take us back to your early journeys, mate, through your early career. What did you do?
Yeah, well, first, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here and help out. I started off at Kenmore Rangers, I think they were called, back when I played there, on the west side of Brisbane. And I've come along, I've played a few clubs along the way, Taringa, Brisbane Force, the now defunct Logan United, who used to be in the State League, and the Brisbane Strikers. And I've been very fortunate along the way. A lot of people have, come in and stepped in and helped me out, and I'm just glad that, I'm lucky enough to be in a position to help a few people out now, and I'll just doing what I can.
Fantastic, and of course you're playing overseas for Blackburn Rovers. What's it like being a professional footballer overseas?
It's a huge privilege. I get to wake up every morning and play football, do what I love. At the same time, it can be really tough. I'm a long way from home, a long way from family and friends, and there's some days that can be really hard being very isolated over there. But I'm very grateful.
I think some kids just think that you wake up and do one session of training and you drink coffee the rest of the day or smile for photos and stuff like that. Well, what's it like? Just a little insight into your day. What would it, training, stuff like that? What would that...
Look, I get to the training ground at 9 o'clock in the morning. They prepare us breakfast, to make sure we eat properly. We'll then do like a little activation session to injury prevention kind of stuff. We'll then have our main training from 10 until maybe 12:30, followed by lunch, followed by a gym session, and that's normally the day.
Wow.
Day done by 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Full day's work. That's fantastic.
Almost.
Some of the players that you've come up against over there, obviously we watch them on TV, but you've seen them in real life. Who would they? Some of the notable ones.
I think I was lucky enough to play with Vinnie Grella as he was coming back from injury in the reserves at Blackburn in my first year. I thought that was a pretty good experience because I'd looked up to him as a young player. I've been in squads against Arsenal and Chelsea, so the Peter Cechs and other big players there. That's been pretty special experience.
Wow. Okay. Your take on Football Manager?
My take. Look, I wouldn't sign me. I've copped a bit of abuse from friends who have, and I've not performed. So don't sign me, guys.
And your FIFA 13 profile.
Look, I've heard I'm terrible. So.
But does it look like you? The picture and the guy running around the field, is it you?
Yeah, looks just like me.
Mate, thank you very, very much for all your time, and obviously welcome back to Australia for a stint, and all the best for the future, hey?
Thanks a lot, guys. Pleasure.
Thanks very much, and thanks for all the gifts for the boys as well and the club.
Problem.
Thanks very much.
You're a gentleman. Thank you, mate.
Cheers.